All right, so we're gonna pull out our books. We're gonna turn to chapter 7 in the Killer's Rulebook, right? We're gonna start off with never, ever, ever leaving hook, head ass, killers. How's it going? See, this is what I don't understand about a lot of killer mans in this game, because if you watch my content, LibraGuy90, by the way, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. You'll know that I get on survivors pretty much more than I get on killer at all. But yeah, when I'm on X or if I'm on Reddit, I get a lot of people, a lot of angry killer mains. Oh, you entitled survivors in your rule books. Don't go after me, don't chase me, only boop the snoop and stuff like that. See, here's the thing. It's stupid on both sides, correct? Like, it's very stupid. But I know on both sides, we have our entitlement. It's not just survivors, though. And I will do a video on that soon. So please stay tuned for that. And just, turn on the notification bell and all the good stuff. Trying to hit 5,000, trying to hit a milli, right? But if we can't hit 1 million subscribers by the end of the year, it's all good. I'm not going to blame anybody. But let's just try to get to 3,000 by the end of the year at least, right? Killers. Do we not have a rule book? Are we not entitled? So let's start off by just asking this question, right? What is gen rushing? Now, before you answer all in the comments and getting disrespectful and damn near blocked, I want to be very clear. Survivor's role and killer roles are different, right? It's asymmetrical. So, you have killers. They're meant to kill. They're faster, they're stronger. 4 against 1, yada yada. Survivors, it's 4 of us versus a crazed killer who's stronger than us. So, we're working off time. Killers working based off how many survivors that he or she has to try to defend against gens against. So does that make sense? I don't want to tongue tie myself, but I want to be very clear. Gen rushing is the most stupidest, hilarious thing I ever heard in my life. Okay, so put yourself in a situation, right? Here's a chapter, right? It's called gen rushing. That's in the book. Okay, so let's turn to the page. It's on chapter 7, right? So it's probably like page 34. I don't know. I'm making this shit up, right? Off the fly. Thou shalt not gen rush. Thou shalt allow a killer to just camp gens and try to kill us and hook us all, and we're not supposed to try to escape. Not one survivor. How does that make sense? Explain to me logically, how does that make sense to you? Put yourself in a real situation where the only way for you to escape is to solve a puzzle, right? And for you to solve a puzzle, it takes 4 survivors or just 3 other people, right? And you only have a certain amount of time because that killer is going to come get you. They're going to kill you. So you have to solve the puzzle. Do you take all day trying to boop the snoop? Do you take all day trying to run around and do something? Or do you say, let me try to hurry up and solve this puzzle. I can open the door and get out. So when people get upset about gen rushers, it's like, yeah, we're trying to hurry up and not die. So killers, what do you have to do? You have to chase. Now, I'm never mad at killers for camping a gen. If survivors are silly enough to not understand how to not, or let me take it back. Maybe you're not silly, maybe you're brand new. But you have a lot of survivors who don't understand 3genning. They don't understand how they can screw themselves up. They don't understand how the map layout are designed and how you really should work. There are 7 generators, by the way, if you guys do not know. There are 7, right? So there's 7 gens, so you should try to complete, you only have to complete 5 of them. But what you do is you want to work from the middle and then the outside. You don't want to work from the outside into the middle. Why? Because if you do the gens on the outside first, and there's the three gens, right? And you end up leaving, let's say, like the main building gen, and you don't touch that at all. Let's say you work from like on the outside to the middle. Then the killer doesn't have to leave. When there's like 1 gen left to complete, the killer doesn't have to leave that area because the 3 gens around them, they can just pretty much camp around. They don't have to leave. But you also have to understand that when it comes to completing gens, it's really difficult when you're trying to do this in solo queue, which are a huge player base. Or if it's 2 survivors and then 2 solo queue players. We don't have comms, y'all, and y'all know this. Like, killers know we don't have comms. They know this, right? So I just wanted to just say that it's really difficult trying to stop a 3 gen. But okay, thou shalt not gen rush. Okay, here's another one. I don't know what it is about killers mad about survivors' items and flashlights. Y'all do understand that it's meant for us to use it in the game, right? Y'all get very upset and y'all want to bleed out survivors. Y'all want to slug them to prove a point. I get the whole, hey, let's slug, for the 4K, whatever, even though I don't understand the point of doing that around, 4 gens, right? I mean, a lot of times people just try to go for like achievements, or they just try to do something just to, whatever. But a lot of times, let's just be real, you try to prove a point. Why? Because you got flashbang too many times. Wow. You got flashlight saved too many times. Wow, these survivors, they never just, all they do is just bring the flashlight, and all they do is, it's just like, well, dude, they're items to use in the game. Just like y'all use perks in the game that we may not like. Y'all use strategic things in the game, like slugging for the 4K, trying to slow down, trying to snowball. Y'all stand in front of the hook. It's called camping, right? The gens are, going too fast. Y'all might have to tunnel. I don't understand why is it that when it comes to killer, it only seems to matter that they don't have a rule book, because you know what it is? It's 4 against 1. That's why it's like that. It's 4 against 1. I understand that, brother. But it's like, it's still like you wanting things a certain way, and then we just ignore survivor. Being a survivor, man, in this community, I'm telling you this right now, we're automatically hated. I'm gonna be honest with you. And it's like, again, people who watch my content, they understand. Yeah, I get a lot of people disagreeing. That's fine. I'm not mad if you disagree with me, please. But be honest and be genuine with it. Don't just disagree just because I'm a survivor, man. Yeah, I got 8,000 hours. Okay, whatever. I mostly play survivor, but I promise you, I'm based. I'm just being honest with you. Let's see another thing. Let's talk about another one. Let's talk about another one. I don't know. Looping too much. Oh, you got to try to prove a point. You're just looping too much. All y'all know how to do is just, it's like, dude, you're supposed to chase. See, this is the problem that I have with behavior, right? Is that they literally made the game so easy for killers that you have killers that are like, when 6.1.0 patch happened, you had a lot of killer mains who literally agreed, like, well, we shouldn't take too long to have to catch survivors, so we shouldn't have to take too long. So this is why they created the night players. This is why they created the crow, the artist. This is why they make a lot of these anti-loop killers. You notice a lot of these killers have like so many different abilities now, and that's not even counting their perks, right? They have so many different abilities that can just shut down loops. But you have killers, they don't want to chase. They don't want to have to defend against gen rush, even though the goal is to escape for survivors, and the main objective for survivor is to work on gens and to try to hide from killer. Oh, you guys are running distortion. That's another chapter in the book. Thou shalt not hide. We have to hide from you guys to some extent, right? That's why we have lockers. Why is it okay, killers, for y'all to have things that y'all wanted to have, but it's do y'all not see the hypocrisy? Listen, I started meditating like for a week now. I want to say I meditate 30 minutes a day. And I promise you, the more awareness I become, the more I start to see the BS. You have some. I need y'all to meditate in this community. I need both sides, survivor and killer. I want y'all to meditate. Why? Because I need y'all to have this mentality of understanding the lack of awareness that y'all have. Y'all don't want to chase for too long. Y'all get upset when people bring items to use in the game. We can't gen rush to escape to try to leave, right? I get it. If you're working with the killer, so if survivors aren't like, okay, like the exit gate, I can see why. Okay, hey, you know what? If you guys are done with the match, just leave. I understand that complaint. Because trust me, I got probably more complaints for survivors than I do for killers. I just don't like that killers, because to me, a lot of killers just look stupid as the clown on his thumbnail. Like, that's why I made the clown with the Chucky, right? That's what I don't understand. I just want to be very clear. I hate that I had this video really long. I just kind of have to go on a rant here, because it's just like, you just go on X, you just go on Reddit, people just complain about things, they talk about survivors complain, but like, y'all don't seem to understand that y'all don't want us to do anything. And the devs literally made the game easier for y'all. They literally made it easier for y'all to win. That's why I think like the average kill rate now is at least 57%. What does the average mean? That means at least bare minimum, this is on average how most killers are winning their matches. They are at least winning their matches 57% of the time. 50% is half, right? So if it's at least 51%, that's still the majority of the time you guys are winning your games more than not. Y'all not losing your games. Y'all are not losing y'all games. Y'all get very upset, dude. Y'all get very upset, and I just don't understand why. Y'all need to meditate. Drink some tea, relax. Look within yourself. So just to close this video out, because this video is kind of getting a little bit long, but I actually been enjoying it, right? At the end of the day, survivors and killers, y'all both are entitled. Y'all both are entitled. Okay, it's that simple. Stop acting as if like one is different than the other. Stop getting upset. Stop getting mad because we bring map offerings. Y'all bring map offerings to killers. I done seen that Dev Slinger bring us to that school map, you know, where there's like the, you know, the hallways, not Leary's, you know, that one school map, not preschool, but the other one, the inside the map. I forgot what it's called. But you know, the one where it's like you could just zone us. Like, bro, y'all know that y'all do the same thing. Y'all bring map offerings, y'all run meta. Killers run meta all the time. Why don't you, all you gotta do is go to nightlight.gg website. Go to that website and look at survivor perks. You'll see that Windows Opportunity is the #1 used perk in the game, in the entire game. And then look at Killer's perk. Pain res, and then mostly aura reading. Right? And here's the difference. I want y'all to understand this. The devs cater to killers, and I know y'all, oh my god, y'all be irritating me with this shit. Like, y'all know the devs, because it's called Dead by Daylight. Doesn't it not make sense that they want the killer to have to be the stronger role because it's called Dead by Daylight? They want people to play DBD. They want people to be more excited about the killers, the famous killers that they bring into the game, like Freddy, Michael Myers, Chucky. They don't want it to be where killers is the weaker role. But y'all know this. This is what pisses me off, right? Y'all know that is the case. Why do y'all lie? It's either y'all don't understand the game, and that's fine. Maybe y'all know, because DBD is a very complex game to understand. But a lot of times I just think y'all just be capping. Like, it's just a bunch of cope. Like, stop bringing up the 1% of people that know what they're doing in the community, like the comp players and all the arbitrary rules. Stop bringing those up. Those are arbitrary rules that it's not really recognized like that by the devs. It's not to disrespect anybody. It's just, it's not the majority. And if they was, it's not the majority, right? It's not the majority of players. Most survivors are just trying to hang out, vibe out. They just want to have fun. They have changed so much for the killers, and it's never enough. Ever. It's always something that they just wish they had. Right? It's never enough. It's nothing that killers get so mad they will literally bleed you out to prove a point. They will literally get mad because you looped them forever. Why don't you go chase another survivor then? Stop chasing me. You can't guard me. Merch will be coming out soon. It's going to be like, you can't guard me on a shirt, and it's going to have my Nia crossing the killers, right? Right? It's going to have a little logo on it. I'm going to have like a mug. Hope you guys check that out. But like, yeah, bro, stop acting like y'all don't have like entitlement. Like, stop. Y'all have a book. We're not supposed to gen rush. Okay, cool. We're not supposed to bring items in and flashbang saves. We're not supposed to teabag, even though y'all give us nopers on the ground. Right? Y'all hit us on hook. But that's not toxic. Y'all quit because y'all chase one survivor all game. But yeah, we're not supposed to DC when we have survivors not on gens after I've been running somebody for like 10 minutes. Stop the cap. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to talk about. I'm in a good mood. About to chill and eat and stuff like that. But please let me know. Please just be respectful. Like I said, I don't have an issue with y'all disagreeing with me. I know y'all going to. I just want y'all to be aware. Just be aware. Like, y'all ever meet somebody in real life that's just like, they're not aware? Like, they're trying to talk to a girl and it's like, they don't seem to understand, like, you're not, like, she doesn't like him, but he keeps trying, and he keep thinking that he can get her, but it's like he just isn't aware, like, the vibe isn't there from both sides, but like he keeps trying to convince. Like, I think a lot of y'all either aren't aware of how y'all say things or how y'all act, right? Oh, okay, here's one more thing before I go. This is the thing that really irritates me as like on the killer side. Killers will literally, and survivors do this too, by the way. So I'm having a survivor rule book like coming out soon. Killers, stop getting mad when survivor play a certain type of way, right? Teabag and all that stuff, and y'all do the same thing, right? Stop getting mad because survivor looped you forever and you chase them, but then when you survivor, you're a juicer somehow, right? And then you busting their ass and chase, and then and survivor, stop getting them mad that the killer camp and hit you on hook, but then you do the same thing when you're a killer. Like, that's I just want people to be on both sides, understanding like how y'all sound, because it just sounds very stupid. All right, hope you guys have a blessed day. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and if nothing else, peace.